welcome back to another episode of RB's Vinyl Corner, episode number 3. Really excited. This is going to be an in-between episode, something that comes up in my mind that I wanted to do while I was busy editing episode number 4 and number 5. So I have already shoot all the footage for those 2 episodes, but I just need some more time to really put that stuff together in a good video. So in between, I was thinking about doing a video of signed or autographed albums. I saw a couple of these on YouTube, and I was thinking, okay, maybe it's a nice idea to also go there and show some of my stuff. I don't really have a lot of signed vinyl, but the ones I do have, I'm really proud of and really excited about, and I'm really happy to show you some of that stuff and hopefully inspire you to also go there and show your autographed albums that I'm really curious about. So if you do have any of those, please put up a link in the comments so that I can go there and watch yours as well. The first album I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to show you, I'm not going to go in depth about all the albums because that's not the kind of video I want to do today. I just want to show you the autographs. The first one, actually, I have to tell you a little bit about this because this is an album that you probably won't find in a mainstream record store. This is a self-released album by a Dutch heavy metal band which is called Burning, and it's a really exciting album, which is kind of like a combination of traditional heavy metal in the lines of Black Sabbath and early Iron Maiden. Actually, the singer, whose name is Hugo Koch, actually does sound a little like Ozzy Osbourne. Not that he is a copy of Ozzy Osbourne, but something in his voice, like the timbre and the way he pronounces, actually do remind me a little bit of Ozzy. If you are curious about this band, there are 2 video clips on YouTube. One is Something Lurking in the Dark, and the other one is Nightmares. You go then and listen to those, and you have a pretty good idea of what this album is all about. And they are actually in the studio now recording a second album. It's a pretty good classic hard rock heavy metal album, and it happens that this album has a lot of very nice reviews also in worldwide media. Anyway, Burning Nightmares. And of course, like I said, it's about the signatures, and in this case, the whole band signed this album for me. I ordered this directly from Hugo Koch, who is, except for a singer in his band Burning, he also sells vinyl, and I happen to be one of the persons who buy a lot of vinyl from him. And now, if we go there anyway, the next album I actually bought directly from him, which is Lizzie Borden, Visualize. And this is a Japanese pressing. I'm really happy with this because this one is also signed by Lizzie Borden himself. And here is the signature of Lizzie Borden. You can clearly see it here, right? So I'm really happy about this one because it's a fantastic band, way underrated if you ask me. And this is one of their best albums. Visualize, Lizzie Borden. And there's the autograph. And this is a Japanese pressing. Many years ago, I think it was like 2000 to 2001, I went to Wacken Open Air, which is a big heavy metal festival in Germany, and there I very briefly met the heavy metal queen Doro Pesch, and I bought the single Burn It Up, which was at that point was her newest single, and she signed it for me personally, so there's her autograph. With love, Doro Pesch. And there you go. I'm a big fan of Doro Pesch. I always have been. Wonderful lady, wonderful heavy metal singer. Around the same time, I was also very into Cradle of Filth, which is a black metal band. And when they performed a concert in Tilburg, they also had a signing session. And their newest album at that point was called Midian. And the whole band signed this one for me, so you can see all the signatures in here. Sorry for the glare, something I can't help it because it's light here, but I hope you can see it. Maybe I can take out the booklet and show you without the jewel case. Maybe it's a little bit clearer here. So this is Midian, signed by Cradle of Filth. Now we're at CDs anyway. Here are a couple of Anneke van Giersbergen. You know that I'm a very big fan of Anneke van Giersbergen. Her work with Vuur and The Gathering is really, really great. And I met her a couple of times, and she's always very happy signing stuff, chit-chat a little and taking pictures and that kind of stuff. So it's a really nice lady. And so here's a couple of stuff that she signed for me on CD. This is her album Pure Air, and you can see her signature over there. And she signed this for me after the Vuur concert in December, where you can see one of the videos that I did in December was about that. Here's another one, Everything is Changing, wonderful CD, and you can see her signature over there. Great stuff. This is an album, this is actually my favorite album of Anneke van Giersbergen. It's called Drive. I ordered this through her website, and she signed the inside here. So there you go, Anneke. And then we have the first album by The Gathering with Anneke van Giersbergen as a singer, which happened to be the one that also got me into metal music. And I couldn't resist asking her to sign this for me also. So this is The Gathering Mandelion, and there is her signature right over there. Cool stuff, right? Another piece that I'm really excited about is this one hanging over here. I'm going to show you that on a picture. This is actually handwritten lyrics of the first song that got me into heavy metal. The first song of The Gathering I ever heard was Strange Machines. And she handwritten this one, and she signed it, of course, also with her signature. Then in, let's say in November 2016, I went to a Europe concert in Utrecht. And one of the support act of Euro was a British band called Tax the Heat. And they just released their debut album, Fed the Lions, which is actually a great rock album. And after the show, I met them briefly at the merch stands, where I immediately bought the album called Fed the Lions. And of course, they also signed this for me on the inside. So every band member of Tax the Heat did sign this album for me. So there you go. It's a pretty cool picture, and pretty cool that they all put the signatures under their own photographs. Really nice guys, by the way. And by the way, they are about to release their newest album very soon. So Tax the Heat, Fed the Lions. Some more stuff from Anneke van Giersbergen. This is an album that I bought through her website, which is called Verloren Verleden, which is a Dutch title that means lost past, something like that, or lost in the past. And it's a classical album in nature, and it's a very wonderful sleeve, and here is her autograph. So I love this cover, it's great. She did this together with an Icelandic band called Arstidir, and I'm going to talk about this album a little bit more in one of my next videos that I'm editing at this point. So this is Anneke van Giersbergen and her signature again. And then when I went to Amsterdam to one of her in-store performances where she were promoted her new album with Vuur, I also bought this album with me because again this is one of my favorites, and I already showed you the CD, but I asked her if she could sign this for me also, and she did in Amsterdam. So there you go. And that's a Drive. So at the same in-store performance in Amsterdam, almost whole band was in presence, and I bought this album over there so they can sign it. This is all the signatures with the exception of the one from Otto Jort. Oh, sorry, Jort Otto. I'm sorry, man, because he wasn't there at the moment. But pretty cool. After the concert in Tivoli, Utrecht, I bought the album again because this time I could get the whole band on it. And so now here is the one with all the signatures from the whole band, including the one of Jort Otto. I framed this one, so this is actually residing on my wall. But I just took it off now just to show you. Vuur, in this moment we are free. And let's continue. We have more stuff. Desire the Reckless, which is an album by a Dutch band called Lorraineville, and which Anneke Vergiersberg is part of. And it's one of her many projects. And just recently, and I'm going to show you in the next video, she did a performance in Kampen. And 2 of the other members of Lorraineville were also there. And so I took the chance and the opportunity to ask them to sign my copy of Desire the Reckless. So there they are, all 3 of them. Pretty cool. It's really cool, this one. Then, what we have here, including in this box set, which is called The Eagles and Dragons from Saxon. For a very limited number of editions of this one, it included a printed artwork that was signed by both the artist Paul Gregory, you can see that here, and singer Biff Bifford. So that's pretty amazing, right? Just look at this. And as we talk, I'm also expecting the newest album, Thunderbolt, that will be released in a couple of days. And I ordered that through Pledge Music. So that will come in and will probably also be signed. I'm not really sure if it's only signed by Biff or the whole band. So that will come as a surprise whenever it comes in. But at least it will be signed by Biff. So that's one that's coming up. But this is the artwork of the Eagles and Dragons signed by Paul Gregory and Biff Bifford. This is one piece that I'm really happy with. Then, yesterday I went to a concert of Arch Enemy, which is a Swedish melodic death metal band that I really admire and really think they are fantastic. And at the merchandise stands, I bought the box set of Will to Power. This one is signed by all band members. And I'm really excited about this piece. It's really great. So all the signatures from the whole band are here on this box set. And inside this box set was also the album, of course. And I took out the album and I also asked the whole band to sign the album again. And that one I have framed and I will put that up on the wall. So again, this is the album that's in the box set, but I framed it and put it up on the wall. So here are all the signatures of the band Arch Enemy. This is a real cool piece that I'm really excited about. So there you go. Now, last but very, very least, here is a thing that I got a couple of months ago. I'm really utmost excited about. You see what I'm wearing? It's my Europe t-shirt, and you all know that I'm a very, very big Europe fan. And I finally got my hands on a signed item of Europe. This is a 7-inch package of the album Last Look at Eden, and it came with the album and a 7-inch vinyl single, and the sleeve was actually signed by the whole band. And I framed it here because I really wanted this on my wall. So here you have all the signatures of Europe, and I'm really excited about this. It's really one piece of work that I'm really excited about having in my collection. The whole band Europe. I'm such a big fan of these guys, and a signed item by all of them. And let me see, it also says here, personally signed by Europe. And I think, I'm not really sure, but I think there are just like 1,000 copies of this around. So there you go, Last Look at Eden. And that concludes my video about signed or autographed albums. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm really excited about seeing your stuff that you have signed by your favorite artists. See you in the next video, which will probably be published in about a week or so. So hang on, see you then, and until then, keep rocking.